Good evening and a very warm welcome to all those who've joined with us today for the celebration of World Environment Day of 2021. The Faculty of Civil Engineering at SRM Valiama Engineering College has organized this session in association with the Institution of Engineers India Students Chapter and Indian Society for Technical Education Faculty and Students Chapter. I would like to express my respect to the management of SRM Valiam Engineering College, our esteemed principal, our respected vice principal, and our beloved head of the department, Dr. D. Ilangosa. I am honored in taking up this opportunity to welcome the academic fraternity who have joined with us today, the heads of various departments, faculty members, students, and our external participants. I welcome you all. This year, the World Environmental Day is themed under the tag Ecosystem Restoration, and in perfect accordance with this theme, the topic for today's session will be Zero Waste Management. And I'm truly privileged to announce that we have the best of best speaker to present this topic, who's none other than our very own head of the department, Dr. D. Ilangosa, who specialized in the field of environmental engineering and who stands strong with his pronounced experience and knowledge. I request all the participants to maneuver through this session to realize that this day is not just to celebrate but to buzz in a strong reminder that it is our responsibility to protect the environment. And on this note, I now request our HOD sir to take over the session.
The topic will be zero waste management. So this is my topic. Here I am going to concentrate soil. It means the solid waste as well as the water. Even if you are seeing any industries, even if you get a chance to go to visit any SIPCOT, the most of the industries, the in front of board, that is in front of the industry, that is the inlet. So they are fixed the board. Here zero waste management will be followed here. So what is zero waste management followed in this particular industry? So this is the today concept. I am going to handle this one. But here I am slightly vary from here. I am not focusing the industry. Here I am focusing in the normal day-by-day activities, especially the household activities. I am going to concentrate. So this is the single slide. It will be represent the throughout the restoration of ecosystem. So normally the ecosystem means it's a combination or it's made up of soil, surface, water, and then air. It means atmosphere. So in the single slide, you can see the entire thing. So the first one is the soil surface, that is below the ground level. Soil surface, we can see that here the so many soil layer will be there, sandy soil, rocky regions, etc., etc., so many things. And above that, the brown color shade, the greenery things will be there. That is the surface one. So that is also one of the ecosystem. And then above the surface, okay, above the surface, if you take it as that is atmospheric side, so the cloud and precipitation, the entire things will be there. So what happened if you are not disturb this particular cycle? Definitely our ecosystem will be not spoiled. Okay, because these things will be, for example, I'm start from the top one. Here you can see that clouds, that is the condensation. So the condensation means because of condensation effect, the rainfall, it is called as precipitations. So the rainfall will be occurs. So through this rainfall, the rainwater will be entered all the surface of the earth. It means that is the trees, that is the forest side, and also land side, surface side, and then so many things will be there. Based on that rainfall, that is the precipitation, the river, stream, lake, ocean, so everything will be there. So what happens? So through the lake, through the river, so the groundwater infiltration will be occur. So simultaneously the groundwater table will be increased. So because of this groundwater table, even if you are taking the, or even you can draw the water even in the summer time. So during the summer time, what happens? The water stored in the lake, ocean, or other area, so it will be evaporated. So that is called as evaporation. It is shown in small triangles. So these evaporation and simultaneously these transpiration, normally we call it evapotranspiration. So evapotranspiration means that is also one type of evaporation, but it done only in the plant. So through the leaves, stems, so the evapotranspiration will be occurred. So it means all the moisture. Okay. So these things will go to the certain level, then it's mingled with the cloud. Again, the cycle will be started. That is the precipitation and the entire thing. Here, what happens? These ecosystem will be spoiled. How? So once now we can consider the precipitation. So once the rainwater will be enter to the surface, it is automatically it is go through the soil, through the percolation, it reach the ground. Now here, because of the lot of pollution, for example, take it as the plastics. So the plastics will be not allowed to permit the water in the soil. So what happens? So the groundwater table will be not increased. It means the groundwater table will be not maintained. Okay, and then the another side, the enormous amount of using groundwater, the groundwater depletion will be take place at one stage. The rain, that is the seawater intrusion will be occurs. So this is one examples for spoiling the ecosystem. So because of that, that is the temperature will be increased. So large amount of evaporations will be there. In another side, the evapotranspiration. So here large amount of evaporations will be there. So finally, the ecosystem will be spoiled one by one. So in this theme, so the world, the United Nations will be their that fixed theme will be forest. That is the restoration of the ecosystem is the theme. So here, even the so many states in our country today they are celebrated this one with different themes. One is soil, and then water, and then trees. So many things will be taken on the account. But here I am going to take it as solid waste and also the rainwater. So previous slide we are seeing that the global system, that is through global how it the ecosystem will be maintained. Now we are going to narrow down. So it is straight away it is related to today our presentation. That is how we are going to maintain the zero waste management in the household side. Normally, nowadays in apartments, that is if you go for approval for CMDA for any apartments, if you constructed more than 10 dwelling units or the building height will be more than 10 meters, so it be must. So this type of arrangements will be not provided in the particular space. They are not given the approval. So what is that particular one? So here, if your dwelling unit, if it is a residential area or apartment space, so definitely a large amount of solid waste will be generated. Okay, that is one stage. In secondary one, the liquid waste, it's called as wastewater. So these wastewater will be generated in another side. But these wastewater will be, it's not highly polluted compared to the industry and other things. So you can reuse these particular wastewater as well as the same solid waste also we can reuse. So if you are reusing the both solid waste as well as the wastewater, that is called as zero waste management. It means there will be no waste arise or no waste produced from the particular apartments. It's called as zero waste management. So here I can quote some examples in the industry side. Especially in throughout India, in Uttar Pradesh, they are following the system. In Uttar Pradesh, you all are aware that they are leader in sugar industries and also the sugar productions. So lot of sugar industries, that is the sugar cane industries will be there. So what they done is, in all the sugar industries, they are self-sustained. It means they are not dependent on power and other things in the government side. Because in sugar industries, the main raw material will be sugar cane. So this sugar cane will be, after extract from the juice, a large amount of bagasse will be generated. So these bagasse contains the high calorific fuel. So these bagasse will be, again they put it in the plant, they are developing the electricity. So these electricity will be, they are utilized in the industries, the same industries. So they are not depending on the power in the government side. So they are saving the enormous amount of power. As well as in some places, the industry will be, they are adapted nearby villages, they are concentrating the power. So this is because the bagasse will be one of the solid waste produced from the sugarcane industries. The next, liquid waste, molasses. So the molasses is one of the liquid waste arises from the same industries. So what happens? So these molasses will be, they are go for further process. They are sent to the brewery industries. So in this brewery industries, that is the alcohol content will be they are generated. So what happened? If you take it as a sugarcane industries, there will be no solid waste, there will be no liquid waste, because with the solid waste will be they are produce the electricity, the liquid waste will be they are converted to the molasses, and then the alcohol and brewery industries, even the drug company also they are using. Okay, so this is the self-sustained in the industry side. So this is the followed in the Uttar Pradesh in most of the sugarcane industries. So now I come back to the our theme, that is our focused area. That is how the residential area, especially the apartment side, how it is possible for achieving the zero waste management. So initially I told you I'm going to focus in solid waste. So solid waste means that the definition is solid waste is a material that arises from the human activity. That is, what are the materials arises from the human activity, or the unwanted material or discarded material, that is called a solid waste. For example, you take it as the milk packet. After using the milk, the packet will be wasted. That is, you can discard it. So that is one of the best example for the solid waste. So right now, what they done is in most of the places in India, as well as even the Chennai also, the open dumping. Simply they are throwing the solid waste in the open dumping. So this is the scenario. It will be happened in a few years ago. Okay, so that's what the CMD will be now. They are not permitting this type of open dumping, especially the new projects. So who all are the responsible for developing that project? They are responsible for handling this type of waste. So that's what the, even if you construct any new apartments, they are responsible for controlling solid waste. So that's what the inside the apartment campus itself, they put separate places for this type of solid waste area. They are going to treat the solid waste as well as it is applicable to the wastewater also. These two things will be today we are going to discuss. Uh, what happens? That is what is how we are going to reuse. What is the criteria? So before you are going to do the reuse, so you have to analyze whether it will be possible or not. So the analysis means first you take it as the solid waste. So if you take it as the solid waste, whether their proper quantity, the required quantity will be obtained or not. Okay, it means at least minimum 100 kg per day. So that much amount of solid waste will be produced or not. So that is the first one. So the second one, even the liquid waste also, whether it will be possible to treat the within the campus or not. So these things will be, you can find out. So here in solid waste, if you take it as about 70% will be compostable matter. Okay, because in residential area, mostly they are used for vegetable waste and then food waste. Even the non-compostable, the plastic items will be very little compared to the food and vegetable thing. So that is another important aspects to go for this type of treatment within the premise, that is the campus. So this is the table shows in major Indian cities how they are how much quantity of waste will be they are produced. So here, if you take it as a Chennai city, the waste consists of 56%. The organic material will be 56%. So the rest of the materials, paper, metal, cloth, so these things will be less than 10%. So these paper, metal, cloth, these things will be comes under the recyclable one. So you can send it to the recyclable plant. So nowadays even that is the rack pickers will be directly come and take the this type of waste free of cost. Even if your storage area will be there, you can store papers and metals. You can directly send it to the recycle plant. You can get the revenue. So these revenue cost will be, you can maintain that apartments. That is the routine maintenance one. So no need to invest or no need to give the separate cost. So these are the other state, other district, other capitals also it will be so, that is Delhi, Calcutta, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, like that. So here the main thing is the organics will be most important one. The organic waste will be the most important waste. So most of the cities, the organic waste will be almost 60%. So that's its favorable conditions. This is the right now. This is the scenario followed in India. So here the land dumping, almost more than 90% will be simply they are dumped in the land without any processing. They are going to dump. But now the scenario will be changed. This is not permitted. So the composting will be 8%. This is data from 2015. Now the composting process will be take place almost 30%. And then the vermicomposting. Nowadays it's very popular term in vermicomposting. It will be 15 to 20% go for vermicomposting. And then the anaerobic digestion. This is another scenario. Slowly it will be pick up. Even in the Coimbatore plant, that is CMD, Coimbatore market, they are using market waste with the help of the anaerobic digestion. They are producing the electricity. So this is the table shows. So if you are seeing that that is the first one, that is the per capita waste generation. The per capita means the single person contribution. In Chennai city, the person contribution will be 350 to 500 gram per capita per day. Especially in Chennai, their the contribution will be it's more. That is nearly 500 gram per capita per day. So this is a general scenario in Chennai city. In Chennai city, nearly produce 4,800 tons per day. So in these 4,800 tons, only 3,500 tons of solid waste will be dumped in Perungudi yard. That is near Valacheri, that is Pallikarni area, and then the Kodungayur yard. So here it will be dumped. So that's what, because of that huge quantity, the government will be that they're not able to handle nearly 1,000 tons. So that's what, if you are, the main thing is if you are minimize the solid waste produced in the apartment site, okay, apartment site, especially the residential site and then multi-story buildings. So these things will be can manage. So that's what the CMD will be there enforcing the new system. Here in Pallikarne, what happens? So nearly 1 square kilometer will be affected in the groundwater, because the Pallikarne area, they are dumping the solid waste without any treatment process. So what happens due to rainy season? So the rainwater will be wash the solid waste material, and then this water will be changed to the wastewater. Then it is go for percolation, and finally through the leaching process, the entire the groundwater will be contaminated. So if you are check the groundwater in the particular things, so especially the metal items and other nitrogen compound will be its more. So this is the scenario in the that particular Perungudi yard. So simply what they done is, with the help of the tractors and then the bulldozers, so they are going to compact the solid waste. They are not doing any treatment process, simply they are compacted. So because of this, what happened? The health, the major health will be that is the epidemic outbreaks, especially the disease like plague. Even now we are suffering the COVID-19, that is the coronavirus. The same this type of epidemic will be occurs even in 1990s. That is almost year 94, 96. The plague, because of the solid waste, improper treatment of solid waste, the plague will be spreaded. Especially the Gujarat will be mostly affected. Even the Surat city will be, they are closed. Even the railway stations, airport, everything will be closed. Slowly it will spread in the in and around the places also. So the same things will be occurs in the particular time also. The next one is the respiration disease. So even I show the previous slide. You can see that large amount of smokes and other things will be there because of these things. The respiration problem, this is asthma, allergy. So this type of problems will be there. So finally, what happened? This is slow poisonous. Slow poisonous means is the people they are slowly inhaling or breathing this particular one. So finally, they affect the cancer and other things, especially the lungs problems and other things will be occurs. So this is the same thing, the health hazards. even the workers, the front-end workers also, they are mainly they are affected. The environmental effect. The environmental impact means same as I told you, that is the groundwater, because of the leaching, that is the percolation of the solid waste materials, highly hazardous. So because of this percolation, the nearby groundwater table will be spoiled. The groundwater will be spoiled. Apart from that, even the rainy season, because of heavy rain will be occurs through the flood. So these waste will be, they are dumped in the, or it is discharged with the nearby water bodies. Especially the lake will be there. The lake water will be spoiled. Even the river will be there. If the stream will be go to reach the river, so the river water will be spoiled. So this type of environmental impact also there. So this is a system followed in foreign countries. In India, we are now right now we are facing um, yellow, green, and red. The blue and grey will be they are not used. Even the yellow will be they are used for greenery things. That is the biodecomposable waste. And then the yellow will be the used for plastic containers, and then the blue container used for the cans and then bottles. The glass will be there used for the grey, and then the non-decomposable material will be used for the red containers. So this is the collection system followed in Chennai city. I think most of us they see this type of thing. That is the big truck will come. So the truck will be, they are collecting, they are take the that particular container. They are with help of the hydraulic effect, they are transfer, and then transfer the all the waste to the truck. Again, after transfer, what happens? The solid waste collected in the truck will be compacted and then stored in the front area. So this is normal routine work, it will be done. So this type of collection system is called as hauled container systems. Hauled container system means that is the container will size will be smaller, and then it is placed in the corner of the road. So automatically particular interval the truck will come and collect it. This is stationary container system. Wherever the space, huge space will be available, and also a large amount of waste will be generated. Here they are used for the stationary container system. So here the size will be its own. So you can store more quantity of waste, and then they are disposed in the dumping yard. So this is another favorable conditions for our solid waste. That is the moisture content will be 54%. That is the most important one. And also it is required. Total solids 45%. Volatile solid, ash content, and pH will be 6.8. So between 6 to 7.5, it is favorable one. So this is another waste we are using. Domestic sewage we are using. So domestic sewage also. This is the sample. So this is also the range. This is untreated domestic wastewater. Untreated domestic wastewater. It is the part of domestic wastewater will be. I am going to use our solid waste treatment. So that setup will be. We will see the later. So this is the university they followed in municipal solid waste treatment. So here the yellow color represent the materials recycling, especially the metal items, plastics. So these things will be recycled, and then this is the blue one is so the blue one is called as that is the water related things, and then the greenery comes under the biological process, that is biogasification. We can get the energy under the composting for converting the manure. So these things will be possible, and then the red one will be thermal treatment, that is incineration process. That is a highly expensive one. Nowadays, they are mostly they are concentrating about the biological treatment and then the material recycling methods. So this is the treatment options in the particular one. That is the aerobic process. Aerobic process means composting. So nowadays, everybody says that roof gardening. That for roof gardening, we can use the composting material. The another one is anaerobic process. Here, with help of the anaerobic process, we can produce the biogas. Here, even I gave one example. That is the gobar gas plant. It's very popular in the rural side, especially in the village side. They are used for gobar gas plant. That is one of the anaerobic process only. So here they are producing the biogas. under the incineration. Here you can get the energy, that is for electricity conversions. Everybody says that why don't you convert municipal solid waste to the electricity? So that process called as the incineration process, and then the land filling. So the land filling means wherever you find out the low level area, you can use the land filling area. Here I can put an example. You take it as the Valacheri and Taramani area. In 1980s, beginning of 1990s, it's one of the low level area. So previously, 1990s, that area will be one of the dumping yard. So all the city waste will be dumped in the Taramani area and then Valacheri area. And now the land level will be, after the so many process, the land level will be increased. Now it is a valuable land. So this type of you can convert the valuable land also. Even if you are go for foundation this particular area, it's very challenging work, especially the Taramani area and then Valacheri area, because of 25 years back, that is the area will be one of the dumping places. And then the bio mining. This is a new term in solid waste management. That is bio mining. Bio mining means that is it comes under the recycling process. You can nowadays for getting the we are depend upon the mostly in mines for getting ore and other things. So you can minimize the usage or extraction of mines with the help of the bio. For example, take it as the metals or plastics. So these things will be you can apply the recycling, and then you can go for you can reduce the extraction of a mining. So now we are going to concentrate only in the aerobic process and part of anaerobic process. This is a simple setup. That is one of our student that done the project in our campus last year. That is the composting of organic waste. This is the simple cylinder. The height will be 70 centimeters. Even ready-made it is available in all the hardware shop. It is available. I will show the real picture. You can understand. With the help of this, even that is the individual family itself, they are developing, they are converting, they are generating the fertilizer. That is the manure. So that is its source. So here in this composting process, these are the main things. So you have to mix. You have to properly mix. That is 3 to 7 days. You can properly mix, and then you have to maintain the pH will be 6 to 8. And then the temperature will be 32 to 60 degrees centigrade. This is normal temperature available in our area. That is our area means our environmental condition. These things will be, because since our this work will be carried out in our campus, it is possible to measure the thermometers because measuring temperatures, and then EM solution. This is most important one. That is the effective microorganism solutions. That is called as EM solution. Why I am using EM solution means normally the composting process takes place more than a month. Nearly 60 days it took. So we don't want wait 60 days. So we are going to reduce the time period. So instead of 60 days, we are going to concentrate 15 to 30 days. So that's what we are using the EM solutions. And then through the period, we are maintaining the moisture content 40 to 60%. Of course, our moisture content already available in the waste will be 50 to 55%. That is enough. No need to take care about separately. So this is the cylinders. That is the setting up. We call it as a reactor. Okay. Normally we call it as a reactor. That is the correct technical term. But in locally they say that cylinders and other things are vessel. So this is, you can see that in all the places. Even if you are enter any shopping mall, this place it is used in the dustbins and other things. Yeah? Even the it is available in our hardware shop also. So here they are collecting the food waste and then vegetable waste. It is shown in the right extreme side. The center one will be how they are going to fill. So here you can see that vegetable waste, and then the trees, that is the leaves and other things, they are mixed. All the waste will be there mixed, and then ensure that only solid waste only they are placed in the particular one. So the right extreme you can see that EM solutions. So the EM still we have more than half the liter will be there. That is no need to pour all the EM solution. You take only 10 ml. Okay, you take only 10 ml of sample, 10 ml of EM solution, and then mix it with the 100 ml of water. Then you can spread this particular one. What happens if you see that this particular cylinder, that is the left cylinders, the height will be around nearly 1 meter. So in this 1 meter, the dia will be 30. So we are dumping almost 20 to 30 kg of waste. So this waste will be we are arranging layer, we are dumped in the layer by layer, and then for each layer we are spreading this type of EM solution. So the volume, the entire waste volume will be reduced to 1/4. It means the 20 kg means it will be reduced to 5 kg of composting material. So that 5 kg will be, we can use it as the fertilizer, natural fertilizer. High fertile values will be there. So this is a system they are followed in most of the apartments. So that's what even this is followed in the small scale. Even the individual family, they are followed this particular one. They can once in a month they can generate the at least 5 kg of natural fertilizer manure. So you can use the roof garden and other places. You can concentrate the vegetation and other things. Even the small vegetables like ladies' fingers, brinjal, and other things will be can use. No need to use artificial fertilizer and other things. Even if you are same thing will be if you are come to the apartment side or the multi-story building, it will be must. So that is separated. That is the dimension will be it's more. Under the same concept will be there applied, but the reactor size will be it's more than 2 meters, 2 by 2 by 2 meters will be they are used. At a time they are going to dump 100 to 200 kg. So many that is the compartments will be there. So they are using this one. Even this type of things will be you can see that near our Perungalathur bus stations. That is before entering the Perungalathur bus station, right side the lake will be there. In between the lake and the bus station, a small shed will be there. Okay, so that shed they are using for they are developing, they are preparing only in this type of natural fertilizer. Even they are selling per kg will be 3 to 5 rupees. Even the huge demand will be there. There you can see that one type of plant. The another one is near Gudwangeri railway station. Near Gudwangeri railway station, the that is the local body. That is Gudwangeri Panchayat. They are using this. They are installed this type of plant. They are collecting the solid waste in and around the Gudwangeri area. They are using this one. Even in future, right now, even the same concept will be we are enforcing our campus also. Even you can see that in front of the agriculture lab, we are developing the same one. Because of the pandemic situation, we are unable to run this particular one. So once the situations will be clear, the same type of plant will be, we are going to install our agriculture lab, nearby agriculture lab. So the next I'm going to concentrate the anaerobic digestion. The anaerobic digestion means the same thing. That is here the composting process will be one of the process. So before composting, what I can do is I am collecting the organic solid waste in the dry form. Okay, in the dry form. That is the vegetables and then food waste. Everything will be collected and then placed in the sunlight. They make it as the dry form, and then we are make it as if applying the shredding process. The size will be are going to reduce. That is 2 to 4 mm size. Okay, so these 2 to 4 mm size will be I am going to reduce, and then these organic material will be I am going to mix with the untreated wastewater. Okay, initially I told you, and then I'll show some parameters also. The untreated wastewater. With the untreated waste nowadays, what happened? Simply they are permitting to spread the soil surface. You can see that large places, some black and then black size will be. It means the mosquito and flying problems will be occurs. Even it produces the foul odor, so the nuisance will be there. Okay. So by avoiding this type of things, here what I am going to do is I am collecting the type of untreated wastewater mixed with the solid waste, shredded solid waste. Okay, shredded solid waste. So mixed with the shredded solid waste, what happened? The gas will be produced. That is called as biogas. This is simple drawing. I show that the first one is digester. Even here also you can tell that reactor, but the correct term is digester. Digester means, so this is the prime area. So this digester only, the shredded solid waste and also untreated wastewater. These two things will be, I'm going to put it in the digester. So here it's a portable one, 5 liter capacity. So what happens if you are pour this one? Initially, before that, I am feed the bacteria, especially the anaerobic bacteria. I can feed. The anaerobic bacteria means again one of the waste, that is sludge I collected from the septic tank. Okay, so septic tank sludge also one of the hazardous. So the septic tank sludge will be initially I feed the digester, then I can feed the shredded solid waste along with the untreated domestic, that is untreated wastewater. So after 2 weeks, 20 days, what happens? The gas will be produced. So that gas is called as methane gas. So this methane gas will be, you can use it as a cooking process. So this is a simple setup we have done in 2 years back in 2 years back in our college. Successfully it will be run, and also the same type of plant, even the SRM University, that is the three nearby treatment plant, they are operating the biogas plant separately. They are installed, but now because of the maintenance problem, it is not working. That is the main problem for biogas plant. The maintenance is one. This is a highly sensitive one. Even especially digester is not properly maintained, the entire system will be spoiled. But successfully they are running in near Coimbatore market. If you have a chance to get a Coimbatore market, just adjacent to the bus stand, a huge reactor will be, you can see that. Okay, that is the CMA will be, they are collecting all the vegetable waste, fruits, vegetables in the Coimbatore market. Simply they put it in the digester. Huge plant will be there. Even our student, they are visited some 3 years back. They are developing the gas. With the help of this methane gas, there itself they are operating a small turbine. They are producing electricity. That electricity will be, they are distributed. They are supplied only in the Coimbatore area. Coimbatore area means only in the market. So that is one of the self-sustained things. They are, because the generation will be, they are minimized at some level, and also the wastewater generation also there, that is also minimized some level. Here only 20 to 30% of the waste only they are handled. So still 70% of waste will be, they are handed over to the corporation, Chennai corporations. But the 30% will be, they are maintained, because that much space will be there, that much cost also one of the important factor. So here, these are the our things, that is in the entire period we are maintaining the temperature will be 26 to 36 degrees centigrade. pH will be 6.5 to 7.5. This is an important, highly sensitive one. Even if any failure will be occurs, so suddenly the total system will be spoiled. It is not like previously we have studied one more study, that is the composting process. It is entirely different from the composting study. So after successful run this plant, we are getting the biogas. It means it's a methane, almost 68 to 72%. It's more than 70% of the gas will be, we are developing in the reactors. Even the same concept they are used in the Gobar gas plant installed in the most of the villages. That is in during 5 years back. Even the subsidy will be given to the particular village, especially individual family. They are given this one, because in village most organic materials will be there. That is cow dung, one of the waste material, and then the leaves, one of the waste material. So with the help of this waste material, they are developing this gas. So this biogas will be, they are developed. The main drawback for this biogas, that is methane gas, will be, this plant will be not operating through the year. That is one of the important things, because in rainy season the temperature will be dropped. So by the time once the temperature will be dropped, automatically the pH level will be rise. So the reactor will be, they are not able to produce the gas. It means the bacteria, the methanogenic bacteria will be not effective. So that's what, in through the year it is not operated the plant successfully. Especially at least 3 months will be, you can shut down this particular one because it involves a huge cost. So that is one of the main drawback for operating this type of biogas plant. Okay, again we come back to the our apartment, that is a high-rise building, multi-story buildings, and the residential area. We are concentrating the solid waste and other things with the help of the reactors, especially for bio EM solutions, and also the vessel type things. We are successfully handled the solid waste, and then we are developing the manure, natural fertilizer. We can use the root gardening and other things. Even the apartment side, the garden will be definitely the garden will be there. Lawn they are going to maintain. So no need to purchase fertilizer separately. You can use this type of fertilizer in the particular area. The next we can concentrate the wastewater. That is the untreated wastewater. So initially I told you, compared to the other industries and other type of waste, the wastewater arises from residential area, especially apartment side. It will be very less hazardous. Okay, even the metals and other things will be not occur. The hazardous material will be not occur. So you can, by applying a simple process, you can use. Normally, the pH, turbidity, color. This is main criteria in this particular one. So these two things will be, we are developing a small experimental level, that is a lab scale, and then we are successfully operated this one. That is, we are take it as a small vessel, and then we are fixing the two layer. One is the first layer will be pore sand. Okay, the pore sand will be filled in one layer. Here experimental level we take it as a 5 centimeter depth. The another one is fine sand, and then charcoal. The charcoal means it's called as activated carbon. It will be acting as a activated carbon. So these things will be mixed with the fine sand. Okay, fine sand, and then we can place in this layer. So what happens? We are allowing the water, that is untreated water. So this water will be filter the turbid materials, and then the other gases or the color. These things will be removed by the activated carbon. Finally, we'll get the water. So this is. That is the left side. You can see that how they are feed. That is, they are feeding the wastewater. This wastewater will be entered to the right side. That is the reactor. That is the separate experimental setups will be there. So here the water will be applied, and then the pure water will be there applied in the bottom side. So this water will be, you can use in the same gardening purpose. So nowadays no need to use the potable water and other thing. Even the same water will be, you can use in the flushing purpose, the toilet side. Even the most of the apartments they are separate. That is, during installation itself, the separate pipeline will be, they are put in the flushing area, and then this water will be, they are going to reuse. So what happens? The apartment side nowadays they depend on the water, either a government side, a corporation or local body, or they are buying the water separately. Okay, they are spending around some 1,000 to 2,000 rupees per tanker. So these things will be, they are going to minimize. Almost 30% of the water will be, you can save with the help of the small system. But nowadays it's very mandatory for installing this system, especially the solid waste and also the liquid waste, how we are going to treat, how we are going to reuse. We can show this type of drawing, and then these things, then only the government CMD will be giving the approval for the high-rise buildings. So this is common things, they are pasted in all the places. That is, what are the recycled materials we can put, or we can they put the separate containers, reduce material, trash and reuse. For take it as a recycle, PET bottle and then can, these things will become under this area, and then we can minimize this particular one, because the battery, used drug, bulb, so these things will be highly metals. That is the metal content will be other, especially the chrome, chromium, and then lead. These things will be highly hazardous, and then this is comes under the trash material, that is food waste, vegetable waste. So these things will be trash material, and then the reuse of plastics, and then the gunny bags. These things will be comes under the reuse. So this type of sirens will be, they are placed in the all the places to create the awareness in the particular area, particular field. So right now I'm going to conclude my presentations. Thank you for giving opportunities. Especially I thank Mr. Arun Prakash. Within short period, he arranging this type of things for developing the posters, circulation and other things. Even yesterday, 2 o'clock only, we are decided, why don't you conduct this environmental day on behalf of civil department. So after 2 o'clock only, we have started the process. Um, So I thank our faculty, Mr. Arun Prakash, and also I thank another faculty, Mrs. Mogara Sundari Madam, because once we are decided, I told them we are focusing this area. He said, okay, sir. Then I gave entire things, materials, and then I will send some slides, everything. So he only give the final touch, and also he assisting to prepare this particular slides wonderfully. Even the last slide, he only put this one. This slide will be exactly coinciding with today our things. So thank you, ma'am. So thank you, our faculty members, and also thank you for listening for all participants. So now we can interact with me. You can ask any questions. I can expect more questions because this is not new things. Day by day activities will be there, and then so many steps already followed. Still, we are going to enforce it strictly. Here, whatever presentation I gave, almost 25% it is followed in our department. Even some of things implemented our campus also. Because of the pandemic situations, we are unable to show the particular one. After the situations will be over, definitely it is evidence for other members how we are done, how we are going to focus entire things.
Sir, good evening, sir. Very nice presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Actually, like rainwater harvesting, the
Yes, sir.
government also think of giving this type of some incentives to have the zero waste system in the flat system or in a township or in a village. Wherever it's possible, I think they also have to give more initiatives, because whatever we are doing, because as an academician, we are, much about this, all these we are doing within our campus and all these things. But like others, no public, it is not that much. People are not taking serious. Even they are not separating the waste. If you see, most of the people, if you see near the Palikarnai, they are burning the things, and they are polluting the whole environment also. Not only they have not created any good thing, but they are creating a bad situation also. So that way, I think still lot of initiatives has to given from the government, from the civil. Civil means environmental group, this pollution board, control board, and all these. I think still lot of initiatives has to give. I think that may be a good reason. And as your thing goes, even I have seen even in this Vellore area and all this tannery effluents, the tannery treatment. Even they wanted to pass it on to Pala River, and from that it will be taken care to the Bay of Bengal and so on, once they plant. So like that, even the, which you are telling, this land only, most of the things are dumped, like something in Perungudi or somewhere in this Palikarnai and all. No? So that I think that also they have to think of any other alternative. No, the solid waste just like that they cannot dump, right?
Yes, sir. So I think you are the right person, sir, because you are the witness for that particular. Every day you are crossing this particular area, and also that is especially the burning. It's highly irritating one. I think you people will be supported. And also the rainwater harvesting, sir. It is mandatory for the entire the entire area. Even
Yeah, like
small,
that. I think this
small
also.
house will be constructed. It's mandatory. Otherwise, the water connections will be their own game. But here, these things will be, their awareness will be not there. You told, that is simply they are dumping the solid waste. So that's what the government will be, because the awareness will be start from only in the public side. So the government will be, now what they can do is, because you take it as the apartment area, especially the Pallikarana area and then Valacheri, nearly 20 to 50 families, the minimum 20 to 50 families will be there. So that's what, if you are set the separate plant, the amount of waste generated in this area will be, they are managed within this area, premises. So they are not come to the outside. So this is the initial step. Initially they are taken from the government. I hope the result will be, we knew that another 5 years only, sir. How far we are managing.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Dr. Ilango, your presentation was very nice. This is
Thank
Dr.
you, sir.
Murugan.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
yeah. See, I first of all would like to convey my best wishes on the World Environment Day to each and everyone
Thank
who
you, sir.
are connected through this online event.
Mm.
Uh,
Thank you.
Wish you all the best. And the presentation was an excellent one.
Thank you, sir.
Slides were also very, very nice. I think you have put a lot of efforts
Yes,
in
sir. One
collecting
day.
the
Yes, sir.
photographs and the related materials.
Yes, sir.
And
Thank you,
one
sir.
more thing is,
Yes, sir.
first of all, on this, I think at this moment, everybody should take vote
Yes,
at
sir.
least to separate or segregate the wet wastage as well as the dry wastage,
Yes, sir.
at least at individual house.
Yes, sir.
In fact, I insist my people in my home to segregate the wet wastage as well as the dry wastage separately.
Yes, sir.
So as far as possible, the dry wastage, for example, the carry bags, maybe the tablet, what do you call that leaves, or anything, whatever, even the shampoo bags, like that, anything which cannot be, what do you call,
Throw it
uh,
away.
so that they should be separated.
Yes, sir.
Then, if possible, it can be given to even that people who collect the wastage also, you can hand it over to them, even the plastic bottles,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Right pickers. Yes, sir.
such things, that non-degradable items, which are generally called as the dry wastage, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Such things should be segregated and it should be handed over to them
Separate.
separately, so that the degradable materials will go to the dump yard or whatever is possible, so that that itself will be a very big help to each and everyone. So
Yes,
at
sir.
least try to segregate the degradable as well as the non-degradable materials separately, so that it will be a great help for the municipal people.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anyway, thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I think your valuable points will be considered in Chennai Corporation. They started the work, sir. They are given separate dustbin for individual dwelling units. They ask them to collect separately. Mostly, the another couple of months, it is implemented vigorously.
Good evening to those who joined with us for the celebration of World Environmental Day 2021. I would like to take this opportunity to express my profound gratitude to our head of the department, Dr. D. Ilango, for presenting an informative session on zero waste management. Thank you, sir. I was indeed more than gratified to coordinate this guest lecture. Thank you, sir. You have enlightened thoughts in regard to waste management. Thank you for touching up all the important aspects such as collection system, treatment options, effects of total solid waste and wastewater treatment setup. Thank you so much, sir. I would like to mention my heartfelt thanks to our management, our esteemed principal, and our beloved vice principal for giving us this opportunity. So thank all the heads of the department, our faculty members and students and external participants who have expressed their interest to be a part of this lecture today. Thank you all. We will be very happy if all the participants can switch on the video so that we can take a photographs together.
Just one input. There is
Yes,
one
yes.
rock garden in Chandigarh.
எங்க சார் சொல்லுங்க எங்க ராக் சொல்லுங்க ராக் கார்டன்
Rock garden.
எஸ் சார்
So நீங்க எல்லாம் குறிச்சு வச்சுக்கலாம். You can even look into the website also. It's called as rock garden. Basically, that rock garden is made up of made only from the waste materials from domestic, home, industrial, and other wastage. It is called as rock garden. In fact, it is around 40 acres area. It's a
40 acres.
wonderful system. 40 acres. They have created a wonderful architectural designs, statue sort of things, even waterfalls. So many, even like what do you call, ஒரு பெரிய என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க, ஒரு திறந்த வெளி அரங்க மாதிரியே ஒரு இது வச்சிருக்காங்க. Open aquarium sort of. Lot of arrangements are there done only from the waste material. So that even those who are attending can also look into the website. You can even visit virtually also. Time permits, one day you can go and visit directly also in Chandigarh.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Thank you all, sir. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for all participants, all the viewers. Thank you.